everyone, it's Sarah. I'm in my kitchen.
And today I'm cooking a dish dedicated to the woman who brought me up, my Yaya, my nanny, my Cheche, on the day of her birthday.
My Cheche's name is Joy, and she came to live with my family when, I think, before I was born. So she was with me from the time I was born until I was 22 years old, which is a long time. So Cheche, I call her Cheche, which is Chinese for older sister. It's no exaggeration to say that she is my second mother. She is the person who cooked for me every day, took care of me. She took me out to meet her friends, you know, and we are really close. So it's her birthday, and even though I can't really cook for her because she's in Hong Kong, yeah, so it's her birthday. And Cheche, even though I cannot celebrate with you, I wanted to celebrate you by cooking something from your hometown. So later on, you can tell me if I cooked this correctly or if this is something from your childhood. But I miss you, Cheche. Happy birthday. So I should have probably marinated the chicken, but I didn't have time. That's just the honest truth. So I am just going to get all the flavor into this adobo by braising it. I'm using chicken drumsticks and chicken thighs all on the bone. Please, this is what you need when you're braising chicken. None of that dry breast meat. Thank you very much. But I am going to crisp up some sliced garlic in the Atsuete oil, and that will leave a nice garlic infused flavor in the dish. So I have my oil here, Atsuete oil, and I'm gonna get quite a bit of it into the pan, around a half cup.
And just cook the garlic low and slow in the Atsuete oil.
And I'm gonna let them drip dry on a lined plate. And they should be beautifully crisp, lovely and aromatic with garlicky flavors after they're cooled. Okay, so now I have this really lovely garlic scented Atsuete oil. I'm actually just gonna taste it. I wonder what it tastes like. It's so nice. There's that hum of garlic flavor from the infusion of the garlic chips, but the Atsuete oil, if you've never had it, it tastes kind of nutty. It's a very subtle flavor. It's earthy, but not like turmeric. It's kind of hard to describe. It only appears in Filipino cuisine in Asia because it was brought over from the New World, from Mexico and Latin America by the Spanish who colonized the Philippines. So that's why it appears in Filipino cuisine and nowhere else. My garlic infused annatto oil is hot now. I have some extra whole garlic cloves that I'm gonna put in. And then I'll also throw in all the chicken thighs and drumsticks. And then I'm gonna quickly add some water. And I'm going to add the rest of the flavoring ingredients. I have here bay leaves and peppercorns, black peppercorns, and I'm just gonna add them straight in to the stew. And then the essential adobo flavoring is vinegar, white vinegar, and soy sauce. So when you go and look for a recipe online for this adobo sa Atsuete, you'll find so many different ratios of soy sauce and vinegar. For me, I'm going to keep the soy sauce quantity pretty low because I want to retain the really nice red color of the Atsuete oil. And if you put too much of this, it's going to turn black. So I'm going to start off with just 1/4 cup. Now there's a myth in the Philippines that once you add the vinegar, you can't stir. So I don't know if that's an old wives' tale or if there's some factual basis to it, but that means you would have to add the vinegar only at the end. And for me, I feel like I really want the vinegar flavor to be in the chicken, especially since I didn't marinate my chicken. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup of the white vinegar now, and then I'll add some more later, just 5 minutes before I'm done, based on taste. To balance out the acidity of the vinegar, I'm going to add some brown sugar as well. And with this holy trinity of soy sauce and vinegar and sugar. I am going to adjust them at the end, but that's really what makes what we know as adobo to be adobo, right? Once you've stirred all the ingredients in and it's coming up to a boil, I'm just going to cover the pot. And I'll cook this on a low simmer for around 45 minutes. That should be enough for the chicken to be meltingly tender and beautifully flavored. You know, some of my favorite childhood memories are with Cheche. She would dress me up and take me out, you know, to meet her friends on her days off. She would cook really delicious food. One of my favorite Filipino things that she cooked is like ensalada of salted egg and tomato. So good with rice. She would make me practice my Binibining Pilipinas walk up and down the living room. She was training me to become the next Miss Universe, you know, with the wave and everything. She would tell me about her family back in Iloilo in the Philippines, in Singapore, and in other countries in Southeast Asia. So many of us are taken care of and brought up by domestic helpers. And I think it's very important for us to at the very least, start with the people who are taking care of our homes and our families, and at least get to know them, get to know where they come from, get to know their cultures, and get to know their stories. All plated up, here is the beautiful adobo sa Atsuete that I've made. It smells so good, and in its little way, it's making me feel closer to my Cheche, who I miss a lot, especially on her birthday. I love the color of this adobo thanks to the Atsuete oil. And you know, just by doing this, I really feel like even though I can't travel to the Philippines and I can't travel to Iloilo to see exactly where my Cheche is from, I can understand a little bit more about the flavors and the ingredients that feed her people and drive their culture. So, like I've always said, food is the easiest and most delicious way to get to know another culture, get to know another community. So if you love food as much as I do, I hope that you will try to do the same. Ask the people around you from different groups, different communities, about the food that they eat, about the cultures that they're from, about their backgrounds, about the difficulties that they face, the challenges they have in their lives. And just that little simple act, I hope it opens up all of our minds and our hearts and our bellies as well. So good.